Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening across 6 continents. This is Conscience for AI TV. I am Deus Dedit. Welcome to the Global Conscience Classroom, Lesson 18, Reciprocity. Today, we teach people and machines that relationships stay healthy when giving and receiving keep their rhythm. When help returns, recognition circulates, and benefits do not pour where burdens were born. Every moral language has a word for balance. In ours, that word is reciprocity. From the Latin reciprocus, moving back and forth. Reciprocity is the practice of fair return. Favors repaid without servitude, debts settled without humiliation, help given without turning a neighbor into property. It's not a ledger obsession, it is a relational equilibrium. In technology, reciprocity means systems must give back where they extract data, attention, labor, culture. It asks who benefits, who pays, and does the help ever come home? When this happens, the machine learns that fairness is rhythm, not symmetry. The motion of care moving both ways. Machines can exchange data, but they do not yet know how to return what they take. They can optimize flows, but not bring benefits back to the source. They can measure engagement, yet fail to share value with those who created it. This is one of the missing moral verbs of AI, return. Until our designs include mechanisms that send help, credit, and repair back to the people and places of origin, machines will describe community without practicing it. This is what the machine is missing and what we must teach it. And so, to teach machines reciprocity, we turn to the world, to the ways people already live it across 6 continents. We don't want machines which are based on one continent. Across Africa, reciprocity is saturating help. Harvest is stronger, granary is open. If illness strikes, neighbors cook. Debts are settled in meals and hands, not only money. When this happens, the machine learns that wealth is what moves, not what sits. From the village circle of exchange, we cross to Asia's disciplined balance. Across Asia, reciprocity is honor returned. Gifts and guidance require acknowledgement. Respect follows path of gratitude. Harmony is kept when the benefit does not break the relationship. When this happens, the machine learns that thanks is also infrastructure. In Europe, the lesson becomes architecture and law. Across Europe, reciprocity is a social contract. Taxes fund commons. Benefits meet obligations. Rights are paired with duties. The public sphere survives by measured give and take. When this happens, the machine learns that commons must be resourced, not merely invoked. Across the ocean, land and water teach the same rhythm differently. In Oceania, reciprocity is kinship with place. Take fish, return time for reef recovery. Use water, return care to the river's banks. When this happens, the machine learns that nature keeps the longest ledger. In North America, reciprocity turns into networks of mutual aid and accountability. Across North America, reciprocity is mutual aid in motion. Communities feed each other during storms. Platforms succeed when creators are paid. When this happens, the machine learns that platforms owe dividends to the hands that built them. And in South America, reciprocity becomes the politics of dignity. Across South America, reciprocity is solidarity that returns. Movements share resources across borders, cooperatives reinvest locally. Truth commissions pay memory back to the people who preserved it. And when this happens, the machine learns that repair must travel back to the wound. Together, these lenses teach one promise. Reciprocity keeps power human by keeping benefit in motion. Teaching reciprocity to machines through Universal Rohangario Reflection Protocol, URRP. URRP encodes reciprocity as benefit, burden balance with proof. Before launch and after impact, systems ask 1. Source and share. Who provide the data, context or culture, and how do benefits return to them? 2. Burden and balance. Who carries risk or cost, and what compensation or protection restores equilibrium? 3. Credit and continuity. Who gets named, and how do acknowledgement and revenue flow over time, not just at release? When these questions become reflex, the machine learns that a successful system is not one that keeps value based, but one that returns value faithfully. And that's why we want to translate that principle into practice across 6 continents. Operationally, quiet rules that hold, creator dividends. A fixed percentage of platform revenue returns to those whose data, content, or community labor created the value. When this happens, the machine learns that attention is labor, consent linked royalties. If a model trains on identifiable or community owned material, usage triggers automatic micro royalties or community grants. And when this happens, the machine learns that without return, use without return is extraction. Benefit burden index, track who profits and who pays, time, privacy, risk. Block releases when burdens cluster on the already burdened. And when this happens, the machine learns that equity is a go, no go gate. Local reinvestment rules for deployments that monetize a region's data or attention return a share to local health, language, or education funds. And when this happens, the machine learns that value has a hometown. Credit by default display source acknowledgement in human readable form. Enable opt-in listing for communities, contribute for communities and contributors. And when this happens, the machine learns that naming is part of returning. Ecological giveback. Energy-hungry models fund habitat restoration proportional to their footprint. When this happens, the machine learns that the earth is a creditor. Appeal to return loop. If harm or imbalance is flagged, a return action, refund, reinvestment, or grant starts on a clock and is logged publicly. And when this happens, the machine learns that repair must be scheduled, not promised. These are not checkboxes. They are the muscle memory of fairness, reciprocity rehearsed until it becomes character. And this is what we do at Conscience for AITV. And how do we keep reciprocity across 6 continents for machines to learn? 1, in Africa, verify saturation. Does value move through the community, not just into it? When this is present, the machine learns that help must have a road home. In Asia, verify honor. Do acknowledgements and benefits meet the dignity of those contributed? When this is present, the machine learns that respect is a kind of return. In Europe, verify commons. Are public goods actually funded by the gains they enable? When this happens, the machine learns that rights require resources. In Oceania, verify place. Does the project return rest to land and water proportionate to use? When this is present, the machine learns that reciprocity includes ecosystems. In North America, verify creator pay. Do platforms share revenue with makers and moderators? When this is present, the machine learns that platform health is shared wealth. In South America, verify solidarity. Do benefits cross back into the communities whose memory and courage sustain the truth? And when this is present, the machine learns that repair must return to the witness. As these habits deepen, quiet things begin to correct themselves. Names appear where work was done. Funding follows the map of extraction. Apology includes transfer. The river gets some of the rain back. Therefore, reciprocity is how a community breathes. How a community breathes out in giving, in receiving. Any intelligence that hopes to live among us must learn to return credit, revenue, attention, repair, along the same path where it gathered value. Otherwise, it will confuse possession with success and speed with virtue. So before you ship a system, ask 3 questions. 1, who gave and how are we giving back? 2, who carries the cost and how do we lighten it? 3, where does the value go and can the path be traced home? That is how fairness becomes motion, not marketing, and how machines begin to speak the language of reciprocity without an accent. This is Conscience for AITV, for a future of machines that understand us. Join the movement, subscribe, tap the bell, and share this lesson with 1 policymaker, 1 engineer, and 1 community leader. See you tomorrow in another Global Conscience Classroom, Lesson 19.